Hey YouTube, what's up? Alright, so this is going to be a video response to the Vegan Peaches videos. Hey vegans, don't give up, where she responded to MrRepzions. Okay, so I made a video about this probably, I don't know, I don't know, 3 years ago? Probably in 2012 or 13. Probably in 2013. Like, many years ago. Like, when I was 21 or 22. Maybe 2 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. I don't know. Okay, now, I don't think eating meat is wrong. There are many vegans out there who think eating meat is wrong or they don't like to eat meat. And I respect what you guys go for. If you're a vegetarian, vegan, meat eater, I really don't care. It's your life and it's my life. I like bacon, I like sausages, I like burgers, I like hot dogs. That's not going to change. I mean, sure, I like meat a lot. I like some vegetables. I like vegetables too. I like and there are a lot of, my mom went vegetarian, but then she started craving meat. There's nothing wrong with that. There are people in my life who have eaten meat, and there are a lot of people in my life who eat meat. There are a lot of people who don't eat meat. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with eating meat. There's nothing wrong with eating vegetables. There's nothing wrong with eating fruit. Like the meat I like I said, is bacon. Bacon's my favorite. Bacon, sausages, salami, steak, and all that. Now to the vegetables I like: carrots, celery. Romaine lettuce is my favorite kind of lettuce. I do like some other stuff. I mean, I like fruits. I like bananas, raspberries, oranges, apples. There's been razor blades and apples, so around Halloween, just cut the apples open if you must. But let's get started.
Hi everyone. So I've been contemplating making this video for a few days now. I've just been a little hesitant because I don't want the backlash, but I feel like I need to say this because
I can see that you don't want backlash or lash back at someone, because maybe if that's what you said, it could create a problem, but I respect your opinion. Like,
for a few days now,
right here.
I've just been a little hesitant because I don't want the backlash, but
there is something that I'd like to add, is that if you don't eat meat, that's fine. I'm okay with that, but I like meat.
But I feel like I need to say this because I'm just really tired of the hate against people like me or vegans.
You know, I respect vegans. If you've ever been to Costco, if you have a Costco up where you live in Canada, I think is where you live, there's Costco all around the world now going. Costco is starting to go worldwide. It started here in Washington, started up in Seattle, and the headquarters was in Kirkland, but then transferred to Issaquah. I think that's what it's called. Is Issaquah or Issaquah? I think it's Issaquah. But starting off, Costco is a big store that sells like stuff in bulk. They sell milk in bulk. They sell a huge bag of chips. I mean, like about a foot tall or more. Like a huge bag. Like, they sell stuff in bulk. They sell a bunch of vegetables, a big salad, a big they'll sell like two barbecue sauces. Now, let me get this straight. Let me tell you something. That if you go to Costco, you'll get what you bargain for. You can sometimes save money. If you shop at Costco, you will get stuff in bulk. You will get what you bargain for. I might have to turn up the volume because it's a little bit hot in here. Let me check the temperature on my air conditioner. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's only 75, but 5 degrees warmer would be 80 in here. and it gets really hot in this room. This is the hottest room in the house, so my mom put a curtain in front of behind the blinds.
I also want to stick up for my friend. So I'm gonna say what I want to say. This is directed towards MrRepzions, aka Daniel, who made a video basically dissecting and attacking my friend Claire.
I don't think he was really attacking her. He was just stating his own opinion to what I see. You see, I like my First Amendment, freedom of speech in the great country of America. That's our First Amendment, and I love freedom of speech. It's my favorite amendment because we have the freedom to say what we want. But there is some other stuff, freedom of speech should never be taken away from us. But here we go.
You're on YouTube. I want to start by dissecting your video because
you're kind of acting a little bit hypocritical here, but I'll let you say what you want to say, but there's something I'd like to add, is that bullying, like
Bully.
Let's see. Bullying.
Bully. Use superior strength or influence to intimidate someone, typically to force him or her to do what one wants.
Basically, sometimes bullying can be calling someone fat, like I've been called most of my life. I've been called retard, moron, bastard, and all that. I've been called an abuser because I like to eat meat by this user. I don't know what his name is, Sweeping's End or something. Yeah, he hates MrRepzions, I think. But I like meat. But here we go.
because everything you said was completely ridiculous, and it's just really, really pathetic of you to take an innocent...
Let's see. Pathetic.
Pathetic, arousing pity, especially through vulnerability or sadness.
I don't see how MrRepzions was acting pathetic, but that's your opinion.
16-year-old girl's video where she was obviously directing it towards her fellow vegans to basically give them encouragement and say, don't give up. It's tough enough. We live in this non-vegan world. And she just wanted to give them encouragement. That's
Actually, someone sent that video to MrRepzions, to what I understand, but that's how he found out about it.
all it was. And you basically take her video and say that she is attacking meat eaters when she certainly wasn't. I'm gonna go one by one. I'm gonna be watching your video throughout me making this video so that I can point out every single thing that I want to point out.
I don't have anything against you. I just want to state my opinion here as well.
And the first thing is that you said, if you feel you can't eat meat. It's not a matter of can't.
Oh, I've sold meat products at Costco before, but I've had a lot of vegans pass my way, and then they've seen that I was eating meat, and I said, have a nice day. That's all I've said, that if they're vegans or vegetarians and they don't want to eat meat, that's fine. There is a vegan out there, Woody Harrelson, one of my favorite actors of all time. He's a great actor. He doesn't eat meat. He eats vegetables, and he does not... Vegans, any vegan, some vegetarians, I'm going to point this out, do eat fish and eggs, I heard. Vegans do not eat any regular milk, cheese, any, they don't eat any animal products. No milk, no cheese. Well, they do eat, but soy cheese. And I'd like to add that soy products are actually really bad for you. So if you eat soy cheese, beware, because I've heard that soy is actually worse than regular cheese for you. Let me see. Because I found this out a couple weeks ago. Soy has been proven to be good, but there is a truth that soy products are are supposed to be soy, I heard, is supposed to be really bad for you. So, oh, and all soy is GMO, genetically modified. That means that it's really, really bad for you. GMO tries to make more food so you don't starve to death, but they don't put what your body needs in it. Soy is GMO, so soy is bad for you. I hate soy. I'm drinking. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the air conditioner on after all. It's just too hot in here, and the light heats it up. So basically, what I'd like to say about your point of view is, I'm okay with you not allowing to eat meat, but I would advise you against eating any kind of soy products because it's bad for you.
It's a matter of won't. I won't eat meat because I know that it leads to the torture and slaughter of billions of sentient beings every single year. It has nothing to do with, oh, you know, I just don't like the taste of it, so I won't eat it, or I can't eat it because I don't like it, or it makes me sick. It has absolutely nothing to do with that.
There's something I'd like to point out is that Daniel doesn't have a problem with people who are vegans. He said he has absolutely no problem if you're a vegan. If you can't eat meat, that could have something to do with it, but I see. Yeah, I mean, I give Daniel support in this video because I'd like to stick up for Daniel because MrRepzions is one of my YouTube idols, and I definitely, I love MrRepzions. I love his videos.
I was kind of like, huh, this reminds me of a user by the name of Onision.
You say that it reminds you of Onision.
I know who Onision is. Onision is a complete lunatic.
And I'm kind of thinking, Onision? How the hell can you compare Claire to Onision? First off, you seem to obsess over Onision a lot, and I'm starting to think that maybe you're in love with him.
No. Daniel Daniel in love with Onision? That's so ludicrous. Daniel, MrRepzions that is, tried to point out how much of a... to see if he could change Onision, but it didn't happen. But he's not in love with Onision. Actually, Daniel is quite a way smarter man than Onision. Onision's a lunatic. Daniel's actually smart. MrRepzions, I give you full support of whoever you are. Yeah. If MrRepzions watches this video, I'm just saying you're like my favorite YouTuber, so I'm standing up for you if I do it in the right way.
Claire has nothing in common with Onision, and I don't even like Onision, but you seem to spend an awful lot of time fixated on him.
That doesn't mean that he's obsessed or in love with Onision.
And I've come to realize that maybe it's because you just want to get subscribers, and you know Onision's popular, so you bring up Onision all the time, and you leave these replies to his videos so that people will watch you, and you'll just get a whole bunch of views.
Okay, I respect Daniel no matter what.
And honey, you are bullying. You had your Onision video flagged because of bullying, as you put it, but you are bullying. What you did here is bullying. You are taking a girl's video without her permission.
Do we have the right? We have the right to post what we want. I'm just gonna say that. MrRepzions has the right to post what he wants in his own video. I'm just saying that. And you and Daniel have way more subscribers than I do, but you know, I don't have a lot, but I have certainly more than when I started on YouTube. Just saying.
And sinking your 50,000 subscribers on a 16-year-old girl who at the time had 220 subscribers. That is bullying.
You know, there is something I wanted to point out. I know some vegans who actually are in really bad health. Also, I mean, I don't eat meat at every meal. I mean, usually for breakfast I'll have a BLT. Yeah, that's meat. But at some meals, I'll have like a snack, like maybe a sandwich, which might have some meat on it, and a bag of chips, or a bowl full of chips, and then sometimes a banana for a snack. Yeah, really, I was told to eat 5 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, breakfast, a snack, lunch, another snack, and then dinner. This would be the perfect meal if you ask me. Breakfast, maybe a snack could be like a banana, and then lunch could be like a handful of chips and a nice sandwich, and then maybe a banana, and then maybe next a dinner. And you can always have dessert. Life's too short to skip dessert.
We are living in a morally justified world because we are vegan. Because we don't discriminate against anything. No, she did not say that she was better than you. She did not say that she was better than anybody else. All she is saying that morally, she is doing the right thing. And as a vegan, we are doing the right thing. Veganism is the only way.
I disagree with that comment completely. I like eating meat.
And you can laugh at that, you can think that's ridiculous, but we know what goes on every single day. And we know that it's not okay to kill sentient beings. Whether you're doing it yourself or you're paying someone else to do it, you are still killing living things.
If you're eating it, not really. Eating meat is not murder. It's more evolution. You should really yell at the people who actually kill animals themselves. Daniel loves animals, I know. The dogs he's shown in his videos, he loves dogs. Of course. Daniel, this guy is awesome. And MrRepzions, your dogs are adorable.
And it's reiterate.
Reiterate? I thought it was reliterate. Let me go see. Is it reiterate? Reliterate? I have a problem with speech.
And it's reiterate.
Reiterate.
Reiterate. Say something again or a number of times, typically for emphasis or clarity.
She did not once say that if you're not vegan, that you have no morals and that you have no ethical value. She did not once say that. You are putting words into her mouth, and you are taken offense by something because your own conscience is telling you that you are doing something wrong, and that's why it bothers you.
I just like to say that I like beef, I like my bacon, I like my meat,
And darling, saying, I like my meat, I like my bacon, it's not yours. There's nothing possessive about eating the flesh of another living being.
If he bought it, it's his bacon. He can label it property of Daniel Sulzbach as his. Is that how you pronounce his last name? But he could I don't know, Sulzbach, something like that. He could label the bacon as his after he buys it. If his money pays for it, it's his.
You can't own it. Just like my parents don't own me. You can't own an animal.
That is totally wrong. You can own an animal if you have a farm. That's one thing right there. Got it. Just listen.
Nothing possessive about eating the flesh of another living being. You can't own it. Just like my parents don't own me. You can't own an animal.
Let me check this out. This right here says 15 exotic animals you can legally own. Yeah, some of these are insects. I bet you could own a right here it says you can own a cow.
Whether you bought it at a supermarket or not, you don't own it. It's not your bacon. It's not yours to have.
That comment you made was completely ludicrous. That was totally ludicrous. Did you hear yourself? Listen to this.
Just like my parents don't own me.
Not this part.
You can't own an animal. Whether you bought it at a supermarket or not, you don't own it. It's not your bacon. It's not yours to have.
It actually is if you bought it. You buy it at a supermarket, you buy it for eating, it's his to have.
Even though we live in this fucked up society that...
Hey, this is not a fucked up society. You know what's fucked up is people who kill people. That's... Eating meat does not make this society fucked up. What makes this society fucked up is people who rob people, people who shoot people, people who threaten people, and people who actually go out and kill people. Boom.
Tells you that it's okay to eat it and to kill animals for your diet. It's not okay.
Call me and tell me that I'm somehow immoral.
I love how you point out that she said it calmly, because that's right, she said it calmly. You're the one that's acting irrational. You're the one that's attacking her, and somehow you're acting like she attacked you, when in reality she made that video for her friends. She made it for the vegans out there that get discouraged. That's it. She didn't go on your YouTube and post this video to you and say, look, asshole, you're immoral for eating animals. You're totally taking this out of context.
This is no different than the bigoted mentality that religious people have.
And yes, let's bring out the religious card, because us vegans never hear that. The difference between veganism and religion is we're fighting for something we can actually see. Unlike religion, where they believe in a big invisible man in the sky,
Heaven isn't in the sky if you would actually pay attention. Some people say heaven is in another dimension. If you go in the sky and further, you'll find outer space. That's what you'll find. Some people say heaven is the kingdom within you. Heaven is within your heart. Heaven is not in the sky. If you would actually pay attention, and Jesus is real. One kid was flown up to heaven, and then Jesus answered his dad's prayer apparently and brought him back to life. There was a movie called Heaven is for Real, and that was a true story.
we actually see the torture and deaths of billions of animals every year. There are statistics, there are facts. You can watch videos on YouTube, you can watch movies, you can read books. This is fact. This is real undercover footage of factory farms, of slaughterhouses, of family farms, of fur farms, of animal testing labs, etc. We can see it. Fuck I wish that veganism was a religion, because honestly, I would love to be able to a church on Sunday to meet up.
Okay, I don't care that MrRepzion went atheist because I'm a full Christian. I got baptized on Easter in 2014. I'm a Christian. I respect MrRepzion's views of being atheist. I have no problem with MrRepzion being an atheist. But to you, veganism being a religion, that sounds kind of, that just kind of sounds, how should I say this? That kind of sounds, that kind of sounds silly. Like, really, really silly. Yeah, that just sounds silly.
With people that believe in the same thing as me, because, darling, we don't have that opportunity. Most of us are alone in this. We don't have all of our family that's vegan. We didn't grow up in a vegan world. We're the ones that have meat shoved in our face every single day. When we turn on the TV, there's McDonald's ads, there's Burger King ads. We walk down the street, we smell the cooking flesh of animals while we walk past restaurants. We go into a restaurant and watch people eat dead carcasses. So don't give me that a vegan is shoving something in your face.
You should just ignore it.
Because they're making you think about something that you don't want to think about. I can tell you that 99% of us grew up eating meat. It wasn't like we were born vegan and our parents were vegan or
I know someone who has a daughter, all three of them are vegan. Some people are mostly vegan if they want to be, but a lot of people eat meat, and I love the taste of meat. I mean, yeah, I like vegetables. I like potatoes, but yeah, I like potatoes. I like cucumbers. I like carrots. I like lettuce. Lettuce on my sandwich isn't big time. What else do I like? I like beets, sweet pickled beets. Apparently, get them from Costco. I like pizza. And yeah, I like pepperoni, but mostly I like sausage. Sausage, pepperoni, bacon. One time on my, we got a pizza, and my brother used to like sausages, and then he took sausages off once and said, those sausages are gross. Sausages are like one of the best meats ever invented. Especially, my favorite is that 100% grass-fed organic sausages. And if you're wondering what are growth hormones, it's like concrete and newspaper that they put in cows' stomachs, I heard. Or they make it heavier so it sells better. 100% grass-fed cows are the best.
Grandparents were vegan. Fuck no. We woke up and we saw what was going on around us. That's all it was. We were no different.
You know what you should do? You should just ignore it and live your life.
And the billions of other people on this planet that just walk around and eat and shove whatever they want in their face. We woke up to the reality of it, and we decided we don't want to partake in that because it's wrong. Eating meat is wrong. Milk, stealing milk from cows and goats so that humans can drink it when it was meant for their babies is wrong.
So let me get this straight. Are you saying a farmer selling milk is wrong? I don't think so. That's a damn business. Get that through your damn fucking skull. Get that through your damn head that we can drink milk. If it was sold because this farmer is running a business, we can drink it. Duh. Huh? Get that through your head. We can drink milk whenever we want. I have a distributor who brings milk to me every Wednesday. I can drink milk. I mostly drink water because water is like the best drink for your body. Some people said water's not that healthy for you because it can make you sick. That's only if you chug it too much. But without water, you would die. Your body is mostly your body our body is 60% water, so you need to drink water to be able to survive. Otherwise, you'll get dehydrated and die. Someone said orange juice is better for you than water. No, orange juice. There are some juices that are loaded with sugar, and if you drink too much of it, it'll give you diabetes. I've eaten a lot of sugar in my life, and I'm not proud of it. Well, moving on with this video, we can drink milk if we want. You can't tell us it's wrong if a farmer sells milk. Give me a second. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry for the inconvenience, but yeah, we can drink milk. We can. Ow. Shit. Sorry for the language, but yeah, get that through your head. We can drink milk, and you're saying that selling milk might be wrong?
Testing on animals is wrong. Torturing them in labs is wrong. Skinning them alive and wearing their carcasses is wrong.
I mean, I know what you're saying. You know what this is, right? This is made from a sheep's wool, but a sheep will regrow its fur. A sheep will regrow its fur. I use that only during the winter because it gets really hot and because it gets really. Let me rephrase that. I wear that. I sleep with that during the winter and sleep with another one over it because it gets really freezing. But I sleep with the window open. So what I do is I dress in pajamas, a shirt, socks, and a sweater, and you know.
What's funny about people like you is that you just don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it because you don't want to know the truth. It's funny that you play this part of being this equalist. You're against bullying, you're against sexism, you're just any sort of things that involve equality, but yet you are bullying. I don't understand.
I don't really think that's bullying. I think that's called freedom of speech.
And your stance on this, because she made an innocent video and you are tearing it to bits. Like, I don't understand it. Like I said, and you have over 50,000 subscribers and you are sticking your army basically on her. And I said, I just think it's funny that, like, you meat eaters act like we're shoving something in your face when all we are really
And I think that Claire removed her video after a while.
doing is educating. We're not coming up to you and screaming murderer in your face. At least most of us aren't. We try to talk to you and rationalize with you and let you know the reality of what you're supporting. And you don't like that. You don't like it because you know what we're doing is right. And you don't want to feel bad when you sit down and eat your cheeseburger. And you're saying that she's shoving her beliefs down her throat. What do you think you're doing? You're making a video on YouTube when you have 50,000 subscribers. How come you're allowed to share your belief but she's not allowed to share hers?
Actually, MrRepzions didn't say that. He said he respects her view.
Maybe if you actually took the time to watch the rest of her videos rather than the one that was specifically directed towards vegans, you would know that she doesn't simply say, oh, you're immoral for eating meat. She actually educates you why it's immoral to eat meat. And your lovely, definitely mature argument of, you make me want to eat more meat and shove it in your face. I don't...
Immoral.
Immoral, not conforming to accepted standards of morality.
So we're immoral for eating meat? I don't see how that adds up here.
I don't even have a response to that other than grow the fuck up.
Look who's talking. You are basically a hypocritical person. Grow the fuck up. Excuse me, MrRepzions is a almost 25-year-old man, so he's an adult. So he is grown up. I'm grown up. I started to mature more, but still, people like you just piss me off. This pisses me off that you think it's okay. You know what? You are a hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to point out a fact here.
And then like, you contradict yourself in this video.
There was a funny thing he said after what he said. Since he seemed like a relatively nice person here on YouTube, instead of unlike Onision. That was actually funny what he said in that video, but this part pisses me off right here.
Then you say, since you seem like a relatively nice person, after you just said you wanted to rub a bacon sandwich in her face. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Onision?
See, he was like, Onision? Like, saying Onision's not really a nice person. And yeah, I agree with that. Onision is a bastard.
Again, you bring up Onision again. I love you, Claire.
So, vegan peach, I think her name's Ashley. Do you eat soy cheese? Because that's worse for you than real cheese. Listen to, let me see this. Soy cheese versus real cheese. And I like goat cheese, actually. Let me see this. Vegan cheese. Soy cheese is actually supposed to be worse for you. Vegan cheese might be better, but soy is not good. See, I like goat cheese, like this creamy goat cheese on a sandwich made my sandwich taste so good. My mouth started to water even more. But I always wash down a meal with a glass of water. But I always never drink water after you eat a cookie because that would ruin your cookie. Drink a glass of milk.
Oh God, man. You need to do some research. Before you make a video attacking vegans, you need to do some...
He's not really attacking a vegan. He's just stating his opinion.
Some research. Because you just said two of the dumbest things vegans hear all of the time. We, as a society, are killing the planet. And part of the biggest contributor to this is eating meat.
I eat meat to get my protein. But I like meat.
Yeah.
I like ice cream. Yeah. Not eating ice cream would definitely not make me happy. That's my favorite food. Even if it includes dessert, ice cream, Mexican food, pizza, cheese, macaroni and cheese I like bacon. Bacon's my favorite meat. Steak. I like eggs. I don't eat them that much, but I like chocolate. Yeah, and all that.
Yes. You can watch videos, you can read books, you can look at the statistics, because I'm telling you, the biggest water wasted is going hydrating these animals that are going to be turned into your meat.
I usually drink my own water, but yeah, everyone needs water no matter what.
Food, same thing. The things that people could be eating, like corn, soy, and
soy is bad for you if you would actually take a look at this. I heard that number one, one of the most baddest superfoods for your body is soy. Is one of the worst products you could ever put in your body is soy. You need to pay attention to this.
Wheat.
Did you know that some wheat is actually really bad for you because it can inflame your gut? Like gluten can inflame your gut and screw with your brain cells.
Being fed to these animals simply to fatten them up so that you can eat them.
Apparently growth hormones. I heard that corn isn't very nutritious. If you've ever heard of iceberg lettuce, let me see this. If you eat iceberg lettuce, let me see. It's not very nutritious. See, if you put that up against romaine lettuce, here's what you get in iceberg lettuce: 8 calories. 8 calories in romaine lettuce as well. So 0.5 grams of protein in the iceberg lettuce, 0.58 grams of protein in the romaine, 0.7 grams of fiber, 1 gram of fiber, which is a lot more, 10 milligrams of calcium, 16 milligrams of calcium in the romaine, 1.5 milligrams of vitamin C, 11.3 grams of vitamin C, 16 milligrams of foliate, and 64 milligrams of foliate, if that's how you pronounce it. 164 milligrams of something, a beta I can't pronounce that. And this one has 1,637 of the whatever it is. And the Xanthine or something has 152. The other one has 1,087. So romaine lettuce is a lot healthier for you. People said that iceberg has no fiber. That's not totally true. It's just fiber and water. Here we go.
You are basically saying...
Oh, actually, let me go check this out. Cows' growth hormones are, I heard, newspaper, and concrete, which is absolutely disgusting. All you have to put in there is grass. It's better for your body.
That the world would starve without meat. We're starving with meat. You live in the United States, so you obviously don't see it.
I think I live about an hour away from where MrRepzions lives. I think I know where he lives.
But do you think over in Africa where people are starving that they're sitting there eating a bacon cheeseburger? They're not. If they get food, they're sitting there eating a bowl of rice. What would happen to all the domesticated animals? Humans are the ones breeding them on immense scales. Do you think that this world is just gonna get overpopulated with cows running around if we didn't breed them? Come on, wake up.
All people are vegans, more people would die by not eating any kind of animal versus if they all went vegan. There would be no way to support the entire world all of veganism.
Oh man, it's just so painful to listen to how stupid you are. The biggest problem with the planet right now is the fact that we have overpopulation and the fact that we are producing way too much animal products. They're deforesting rainforests
MrRepzions is not stupid.
to make room for cattle. That's not good for the world. So please, please do some research. Read a book.
Well, for me personally, veganism is really, really expensive.
Veganism is really, really expensive. As you sit in a room with fucking comic books on the back of your wall.
What's wrong with comic books? Daniel likes comic books, action figures, video games, DVDs, Star Wars stuff. Yeah, this guy is awesome. What's wrong with comic books? I like comic books.
From a computer or video camera that's very good quality. Don't tell me that veganism is expensive.
You know, I work at a job. I have a job. I made something of my life 2 years ago where I started working, and you know I work at Costco. So me and my friend Nick, who was in a video with me, who was in 3 videos with me, one where we did the Bean Boozled Challenge, one where we told funny stories about work and our personal lives, and one where me and him asked each other questions and stuff. That's what I'm gonna have is someday another Q&A video with my buddy Nick, so we could get to know each other maybe a little bit more. You know, I've known Nick for 2 years, and he's one of my best friends of all time. And you know, I don't know, but my family's actually talking about moving out of this house in the next year or two. We're actually thinking about moving out of here in the next few years. I might actually move about 45 to 30 minutes away from where I live right now, and I've grown up in this house. I've lived in this house for 20 years. This room became my room when I was like, I don't know, in 3rd grade.
United States, for fuck's sakes, do not tell me that veganism is expensive. Yes, if you go in and all you buy is meat and cheese alternatives, then yes, it's going to be a little pricey, but it's not cheap to just buy meat and cheese either. Some of the cheapest foods in the world are already vegan. Things like rice, beans, tofu, frozen.
Okay, tofu is disgusting. You think I want to put that shit in my mouth? No way! That tastes like garbage! If you know what tofu is, it's dumpster sludge. It's so awful.
Fruit and vegetables, those things are all vegan and they're very, very cheap everywhere in the world. Soy milk is about the same price as a normal vegan and they're very, very cheap everywhere in the world. Soy milk is about the
I think you said soy milk? Bad for you.
same price as a normal thing of milk. It's not, and you can get sales on top of that. So your expensive excuse is just another thing to show how uneducated you are about veganism.
Can almost like double or triple the same amount of the milk, not milk, but whatever vegans. I don't even know what all vegans eat.
And you just said yourself you don't even.
I know what vegans eat. They eat stuff like bread. Yeah, like bread, vegetables, fruit. They eat like oils, sweets, salt. They eat, on this it's like They eat like all vegetables, like vegetable meat, like they eat this pizza that I don't really like because I like meat pizza. They would probably eat a burrito if it was bean and cheese. One time I brought bean and cheese burritos home and my brother went, bean and cheese? Blech! Because he hates bean and cheese. He likes beef and bean. I'm more of a chicken taco kind of guy. Chicken burrito. They eat grains, vegetables, fruit, beans, soy milk, which, like I said, soy is actually bad for you. Other, like sweets and stuff, you know. That's just basically what they eat. They eat bread if it wasn't, I don't know. See, I eat bread, but, because I like bread, but I like it with butter. It's like, what the hell? I mean, what is wrong with a farmer selling milk? Do you think that's that's wrong? No, it's a business. Some people promote businesses with farms.
Know what vegans eat. So how in the hell can you make that assumption if you don't even know what we eat? And everything in the vegan category of food is a lot more expensive. Again, you are not educated, and
if you're gonna ask me, do I eat any vegan food? I eat vegetables, I eat fruit. Yeah. My favorite fruits, banana, raspberries, oranges, and all that.
No, it's not. I can tell you, I live in Canada, so
I know you live in Canada. I've seen this video a number of times. And actually, an actress I really like is from Canada. Her name's Kobe Smulders. If you don't know who she is, she's Robin, and she played Robin in How I Met Your Mother.
We have a grocery store chain called Superstore in Canada, and we do have vegan chicken strips and chicken breasts and stuff like that, and we actually get them in a bulk size box. And the chicken strips, for the vegan chicken strips, and it's a big bag, it'll probably get us through, me and my husband, about 4 meals.
Superstore, huh? In my opinion, nothing beats Costco. You're in like, Costco is like the best store I've ever shopped in. They give you deals. See, if you have someone on your membership card, if they shop at Costco, you'll get money and percents for that too.
So, there's a lot in there. That costs about $9. A box of actual chicken that's about the same size costs about $12. So it's actually cheaper for me as a vegan. And again, I'm talking about staple foods that are vegan and very, very cheap. They're like the cheapest foods on the market. Beans, rice, tofu, frozen fruits and vegetables. Those are all very, very cheap. Most of us don't live off of strictly meat and cheese alternatives, just like you, I hope, don't live strictly meat and cheese. Again, I like my meat. I like my bacon. It's not yours.
It is if he buys it and if he labels it.
It's the
You know what, Ashley? I don't mean to be rude, but take a look at life. Take a look at life.
flesh of an animal.
You know, this might be against my religion, bullying, but I'm just trying to stand up for MrRepzions because I basically see what he's going through. That he's getting attacked by a girl who thinks he's not educated. Excuse me, MrRepzions went to college. I personally can't because I personally didn't because I have autism, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, minor intellectual disability, but I'm smart. Otherwise I wouldn't have got a 3.1 GPA in high school in my last year honor roll. I was proud of myself. They said, earning a 3.1 GPA in this in my name. I went, yeah! And my friends started to laugh and they're like, good job, buddy. And I'm like, yeah. Gave a high five. I was like, yeah! Because I finally got on the honor roll.
That you paid someone to kill. And you bring up the history, basically, the hunter-gatherer society. That is actually, if you look we were actually more gatherers than we were hunters. And the only reason we became hunters was because of the Ice Age, and we didn't have any choice. Us domesticating animals and torturing them by the billions. Are you out there hunting right now? Are you out there with a stick spearing your meat? I highly doubt it.
I definitely know how that goes. You take a stick and you sharpen it with a knife or something.
Do you base all your ethics on history? Because if you really want to go into that, slavery was legal at one point.
We used to hunt animals
And you even state, we used to hunt animals. You walk into a grocery store now and you have an array of animal products to choose from. What do you think happened? Do you think they just magically appear on the shelves? Somebody had to slaughter an animal so that you can eat it.
You know what you need to do? You need to just ignore this, Ashley.
If you could, would you do it yourself? Looking
No.
at a little pig.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I would never kill a pig. I hate the sound of a pig squealing. I can't bear to hear that. It would just make me sick.
Staring at you in the eyes, would you be able to slice its throat open? That's an honest question, because I would think that the majority of people would say no. No, you couldn't do it yourself? Then you shouldn't be eating animals.
You know, that's a totally different thing. At least you didn't have to kill the pig itself. You are thinking of something else.
Period. Because you're a fucking coward.
You know what? You are so disrespectful to us. You are stating your opinion, but then you're calling meat eaters cowards and other stuff that basically makes no sense.
You're a coward in letting somebody else do the dirty work for you so that you can enjoy your bacon peanut butter banana sandwich.
Actually, hey, MrRepzions, thank you for the recommendation. I tried that and it's good. MrRepzions does not have bad taste. Bananas and bacon and peanut butter banana mixed with bacon. It was good. Thanks. Thank you, MrRepzions, for that recommendation.
Anyways, that was pretty much my breakdown. I said everything I wanted to say. This is very fucking long. Daniel, please do your research. I was actually a really big fan of yours. I was only subscribed for about 2 weeks.
You know, you could have just watched this video and watched his videos and actually knows his points and then just ignored it and stayed subscribed. There are a lot of people who have unsubscribed to MrRepzions. I will never unsubscribe for him because I love MrRepzions. I've watched his videos for I've watched his videos for 5 years now. 5 years. I started watching him in 2011 when I was still on this Eric Douglas case a long time ago, and I was watching this video. That was the first video I ever saw by MrRepzions, was him doing a response to Eric Douglas's video, which was a great video.
And then this came up and I unsubscribed because this is really disgusting. I said you're being a bully. You're totally being a bully. You are just totally uneducated. You don't have any information on veganism and what it's about. And
I disagree with every comment you said about MrRepzions.
And it's really, really sickening. And I said, you sent all these hateful, awful people over to Claire's channel, and you can act like you didn't do anything wrong and it's not your fault that your subscribers would do that. But
it really isn't his fault. Daniel, I'd just like to say, it's not your fault.
of course they're going to do that.
Daniel, it's not your fault. It's not your fault at all.
You're calling her a bigot, basically that she thinks she's better than everyone else, which she doesn't. That's bullshit. What do you expect? Do some fucking reading, buddy, because it's just, yeah. Anyways, veganism is the only way, and maybe if you read a book,
That's not true.
you know that.
And I know Sweeping Zan said that Claire is the nicest person. Really the nicest person ever. was Jesus Christ. And I know that what's her name? Ashley was a vegetarian for 6 years, and she finally changed in March 22nd, 2011. Best decision I ever made. So expect lots of vegans to related topics. I'm also a creator of a website, veganism, called The Vegan Peach, which is linked down below. Well, if you're a vegan, that's fine. I respect your opinion. I like to eat meat. There's nothing wrong with that. Stay up to date and subscribe, everyone. Definitely stay subscribed. Subscribe. My suspension should end in about 2 weeks. I'm making the video on August 5th, 2016. Should be up in 2 weeks. Bye.